Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Storyteller's Oracles. Today we're going to do a read for Twin Flames. I'm definitely feeling more for the Divine Feminine. It's just, I keep tapping into it and it keeps going to the feminine. I was just going to do Twin Flame Collective, but feminine's being pulled to the forefront. So we're just going to see for the next 7 to 10 days from whenever you're watching this video, because all of my readings are timeless. Energy is fluid. It's going to fall into your timeline when it's meant to fall into it. All right. Oh, yeah, real quick. Trigger warning, I don't sugarcoat things, you guys. I tell you the truth, and sometimes the only way to say the truth is to just bluntly say it, because sometimes, honestly, you really cannot soften the blow, because some things are, we're just more sensitive to them. So there's not really going to be a way to soften that type of blow. That's what I'm trying to say. So that it's not intentionally done. It is just, I want you to hear the truth for your highest good, for the highest good for everyone involved, so that we can all heal and move forward the way that we are meant to. All right, that said, let's get into this next 7 to 10 days from when you're watching this video. Twin Flame Collective, definitely feeling lots of energy for the feminine. I've already shuffled my decks, and so we're just going to get started. If you see smoke, don't worry, I do have some incense burning over here. Nothing to be worried about. Alright, Spirit, next 7 to 10 days for the Twin Flame Collective. Look right at cutting it, making a choice, protecting treasure at the bottom. You're protecting your heart. I feel like yeah, this is for my feminines. Yeah, alright, femmes, it's you girls today. Here we go, Divine Feminines. And, you know, I'm not gonna, like, if I say Divine Feminine, apply the energy however it applies for you. If I say she, hey, I'm she, I see myself as she, I'm a Divine Feminine. So that's how I associate with it. It's easier for me. It makes the reading more fluid. So just apply it to you how it fits best for however you put Divine Feminine, okay? But I see you here. I see you protecting. The treasure you're protecting is yourself. You're protecting yourself at this point when you're making choices. The choices you're making are no longer based off of what you think you should do because of this, that, or the other, because that kind of brings in other people's opinions, right? Your decisions, they're now coming, I feel like they're coming from your heart center, because I'm really feeling it in my chest right now. You're following your own heart, your own wishes, your own dreams and desires, and that's what you're using to make your decisions. It's kind of tossing everyone else's opinions out of the window, which is, it's a really good place to be. That's how you should always make your decisions. Bottom of the deck, we have One Ring Circus. I feel like you're feeling isolated. Whoever this is going to resonate for, you're feeling isolated in many different ways, on many fronts in life. I mean, she's here on this tiny piece of land. There's nothing else around her. It's just open seas, and she's just sitting there. You know, she really can't go anywhere, and she probably feels that way too. That if you could see close enough on her, she has her hand on her heart, first of all. where you can tell she's feeling this pressure of where she's at. And you do have the rock bottom card. That was the first one that came out. Let me get some more cards first. Feminine's clear for rock bottom, please. Rock bottom. Rock bottom. Thank you. One more. Oh, ouch. All right. Okay. I feel like something was ended with a masculine that you didn't want to end. I'm feeling like it's hurting, but it was just for an instant. Like it was pain and then calm. And I feel like this is what you needed. This hitting this rock bottom and then this complete cutting off of some masculine energy. For someone I'm hearing father, that's very specific, but for someone I'm hearing father, so a father figure. But any masculine energy, this could even be a woman in masculine energy. So keep that in mind, okay? Energy, again, energy is fluid. I feel like you needed this, though. Details, please. I just heard small but mighty. There's this little mouse on the details card here. And it's wearing a little wizard's cap. And I thought that was kind of silly. I was like, what is that supposed to be, a joke? And then I heard small but mighty. So maybe you're feeling, rock bottom, this person here isolated, everything around them is stone. Even the elephant, it's not a real elephant, it's made of stone. Small but mighty. Small changes make, it can literally snowball and change yeah, look. This is a card about new beginnings, new starts, fresh starts. One more, please. No, too many. Hold on. Side note here, this isn't about this, but side message coming in here. I see it, something about divine timing with your finances and things moving now. There's some sort of, I don't know if it's gonna, because it could be your intuition or it could be like something somebody says to you, and it could literally be a stranger on the street, but something's gonna cause a change in directions with your finances and things are gonna get moving. So I don't know who that's for, but that's very specific. All right. Let me shuffle these, get that energy out, please. Details card. One more card, please. Clarify. You might be feeling like the situation you're in is so large and overwhelming compared to you. Like, I keep hearing I'm just one person. What, like that kind of, yeah, maybe this deals with your job. Because I just feel with this card, it just feels like, look at all of these books, and that tiny little mouse is the one doing this work, this research. You're worried about time. Don't be worried about the time. When you're focused, it's almost as if time stands still, and you can get so much more done. So don't focus on the time. Don't worry about that. There's something here. There's some pain that's from this situation that's lingering, and I feel like it's kind of what's slowing things down for you, but it's not going to stop this. It's whatever this is still coming in. Clarify commitment, please. Okay. Compass. Okay. So the compass is obviously, it's about direction, but to me, compass is also about following your heart, because the heart is our own personal inner compass to what our soul is seeking. So if you follow that, you're always going to stay on your path. I feel like this deals with work. I'm getting work vibes, but there's something personal. This back here, this past energy feels very personal. With the rock bottom, the scythe, however you call it, and the masculine energy. Okay, so this is really funny. This was the only other deck I was called to grab that wasn't like something that I just took, okay. And I walked past it multiple times because you guys know if you've been watching my channel, I don't like to focus too much on love. I like to focus more on self, because when you're whole and balanced within yourself and unconditionally love and accept yourself, an abundance of unconditional love just flows into your life naturally. So that's what to me is more important, so that you can reach all of the beautiful things that can come from decks like this. But anyways, I was called to grab it, and now I see why, because it's going to help me clarify here. So, yes, please. It was something that made you happy. Yeah, oh. For those that this was not a father figure and this is a relationship, you were very attached to whatever this was. Yeah, but you weren't paying attention to the red flags. That's why we have the rock bottom here, because I feel like so much happened, but you kept going because of that bliss of the time that you guys spent together, because of the chemistry, because of the connection itself, just the intensity of it. Sometimes love, it's like you have blinders on. You can't see. All you see is that person and that love that you have for them. But I feel like there was a lot that happened to lead up to this, and it was finally cut out. And for some of you, I don't feel like you even really had a choice in it. I feel like things happened where it was the only option. I don't feel like you had any other option. Yeah, see, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of getting karmic vibes from this here. Take that how it resonates. You thought this was the one, but I don't feel like this masculine energy is meant to be in your life. Definitely not right now. I feel like right now you need to focus more on work. There's more trying to come in. For some of you, you might have to be very sneaky, I'm hearing, about this new beginning. And it may, for some of you, it may have to do with this masculine energy. They may try to stop you from all of these things that are actually really good for you. And that might be why you feel overwhelmed. And I'm feeling this is more for the group where this is more of a father figure. That type of energy. Because you are working hard to get every last detail down. And I feel like you need to stay committed to doing that, but be cautious with how you're doing it. You got to be really careful, cunning as a fox, as they say, because I feel like there's something dangerous about this situation, or sensitive. I don't want to use the word dangerous. I know that might be, triggering for some people, but I feel like there's something sensitive with this situation. I mean, like, it's like a snake, right? Like, they're very instinctual animals, and I mean, how would you feel if you had no arms and no legs, right? Like, you couldn't defend yourself. All you were was this noodle, and somebody comes around, and it's almost like you never know if a snake is going to, like, just coil and stay there to protect itself. You don't know if it's gonna come at you and try to strike, and you don't know if it's gonna try and run away. So I feel like it's a delicate situation. That's what I'm getting from this here. This new beginning, this fresh start is a very delicate situation for you, but you have to stay committed to it. It may not don't we love hearing this? It may not turn out the way that you expected it to. So keep an open mind, because it might not go the way you planned or envisioned. I just feel like you're going to be caught off guard, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's not a bad off guard. All right, let's get some advice. Yeah, see, from Queen of Wands and Six of Cups here, I'm just getting like you're taking back control and power over your past, and the things that used to once control you. They no longer control you. You've stepped out of that. You put an end to it. But it took so much. I mean, your heart felt very heavy. And I feel like some of that heaviness is still around, but it's not going to last. There is a transitionary period, and I almost feel like right here is where the energy is currently at for the majority of you. This is like this, it's like going between where everything is falling away, being cleared out completely, even things behind the scenes. Because remember, Source sees everything, knows everything. Conversations people have behind closed doors, thoughts, dude, literally thoughts that people have about you, their deepest, darkest, most sincere thoughts about you. God knows them. And you will be protected from that. even if you feel like it has taken everything from you. That's not what's happening. It only feels this way because you were attached to whatever it was that was holding you back from moving forward. You know, sometimes it's that tough love, you know, like, if, let's see, what's a good example? Like, learning, when someone's learning to do something and you're the one that's teaching them, and you see they've learned it, they know it, they know what they need to know, they can do this, they don't have that confidence in themselves to do it, but they have the power to, and you just have to give them that tough love and say, look, I'm not going to help you, you have to do this one by yourself. I'll watch and I'll be here if you need me, but you need to do this on your own. That's what happened here. You were put in a situation where you had no other choice but to make this cut, so that these new beginnings can come in. And I feel like it's multiple. I don't feel like it's just one thing. I feel like this is just the beginning of a transformation of your entire life. I mean, look at this. It feels transformative right here. And then you've got this work being put in, and the caution, the commitment. But then we end with the child card, which can also, it can talk specifically about a child, but it can also be about new beginnings. This is literally a storybook, and it says once upon a time, and then the rest is still unwritten. Okay, the rest is still unwritten. That's a good song. You should probably listen to it because I'm hearing it. Natasha Bedingfeld. Yeah, it's a beautiful song. It literally says, staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate something, find something, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. I'm telling you, there's something in that song. Please go watch that song. I might try to link it in the description box below. If I remember. I've been really scatterbrained, so I apologize if I don't. The rest is unwritten, and look at the light coming out of this book. This is a blessing, but you don't see that. I really don't feel like you see that at all. All right, so what's the advice? Next 7 to 10 days. I don't know why I just heard get off your ass. Yeah, this is here. It's the slow and steady that the King of Pentacles takes, that it's very slow energy. I'm not getting any of the normal messages you would get with this. I'm just getting speed, like go. There's like this, almost like a sense of not quite urgency, but it's getting there. And then we have the Death card here. So this is it. This is this new beginning. You see the transformation. That's what the Death card is about. Transformation, new beginnings. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. All right. Don't focus on the pain. Do not focus on the pain. Look at the sun rising in the distance. This is over. You've had your rebirth. I mean, literally. Remember how I said, look at where these cards fall here, okay? I want you to see this. Remember how I said I felt like the energy of where you're at, it feels like it's right here? Like I can feel it. There's something like, this is now, right here. This is right now is when you need to use caution with what you're doing. And for some of you, you're readers, because the snake can also be a psychic woman, and the fox card also talks about your 9 to 5. So that could be something, and there could be like a rebirth in that, and you're using it in almost like a new way. Anyways, this was where that energy was. And it's after the death card. So this rebirth has already happened. So you need to stop focusing. That's why it's reversed. Stop focusing on this pain. It's over. The sun is shining already. It's coming. Look, right up over the hill, right there. It's like that final squeeze, I feel, like before the bloom. Yeah. Look. Moving into calmer waters. 6 of Swords. That's the advice, is to stop looking into the past. I feel like you it's almost like instead of, moving your ship forward, you were just like kind of sitting there in the choppy waters, constantly just looking at this pain and holding on to it. And that was keeping you blocked in a way. But the advice is to move forward from that, to stop looking at that and to move forward. You won't be alone, whoever that's for. I know there isn't a lot here right now with people other than cutting a masculine energy out, but you won't be alone. I don't know why I keep hearing that. Follow your heart. The compass feels important over here. Yeah, look. Oh my god, I cut the deck and look. It's the choice card. When I cut the deck, it's the choice card. Follow your heart when making decisions. Follow your heart when making decisions. Your heart will never steer you wrong, because yes, sometimes we can be too emotional and we need to have that balance between logic and emotion. But at the same time, remember that what you feel in your heart, you're feeling for a reason. And if you have resistance to it and it doesn't go away, you need to sit with that. Why am I still feeling pulled toward this if my mind is telling me no? Why is my heart saying yes? Why am I stuck on this? Work through that. Yeah, you cut out the things that are holding you back. And I feel like it's more in your head, because you're realizing this now. I feel like you have realized this already. You have realized that a lot of what was holding you back was other people, and trying to satisfy their needs before your own. I just heard trial by fire. This is the education card over here. Let me show you. Trial by fire. Which makes sense. I mean, we've got rock bottom, we've got the 10 of Swords here. But right underneath that, we have coming to life. You are in this in-between period. Look, you are being fed like new life, basically. New life is being breathed into you. And where you felt stuck, right? Like, literally, where's that card? The circus. The elephant's made of stone, and it's like everything is crumbling all around her. There's very little land left, and she doesn't know what she's going to do. Look at her holding her heart like, oh, gosh, what can I do? Help. I need help. Well, I feel like help is coming, or help is here. I keep hearing help is here already. The things need to crumble away for a reason. All right? Trial by fire. Yes, it was painful, but it's done. Let yourself feel the things that are coming up now so that you can fully process all of that. Because remember, if you don't feel your emotions and actually process them, you're just creating a block for yourself, because you're holding that energy prisoner, and it stagnates and it just creates blockages in so many other places. So you don't want to do that. You want to feel things as they come up and really sit with them. Really sit with them. All right. I keep hearing, stop looking at the past. Stop looking at the past. That's what's slowing you down. That's why this is in the reverse. That's what's slowing you down. You've got to get moving with this. You've got to, you already know now that a lot of the things, your ways of thinking, were being guided by trauma. And now that you know that, you can identify that. And every time you go to make another decision, no matter how simple it may be, you're coming from a new place. So don't worry about the pain from the past. Those were lessons. You've learned them all. 10 of Swords, that's it. Literally. Right? Like, that's it. 10. That's the end of that cycle. And you already have, look, new cycle, transformation. This can also be a card about Kundalini rising. I don't know why I'm getting this for somebody. So for some of you, this may be an awakening of spiritual gifts, because we have the Child card, which is new beginnings, and you have commitment and a gift. Look, a gift, it's like there's the star and it's a lock, but there's a key also. So this is alignment. I just heard alignment. So for some of you, there are new spiritual gifts that are going to come online for you once you just stop looking at the past and move forward. I can't repeat that enough. It's the strongest thing that's coming through. This happened for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. When you allow yourself to sit there and feel it, if you want to be pissed off, be pissed off. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to scream, scream. Who cares what anyone else thinks? You need to process your pain. I don't care what that looks like for you. If you need to go to the dollar store and buy a few plates or whatever that are just $1 and then go smash them in your backyard, do it. Whatever it takes for you to release that built up energy, you need to release that. And it shouldn't matter what anyone else thinks about how you deal with your pain and your trauma. That's for you to decide. So don't let anyone else tell you that, okay? Well, you should go see a therapist. Well, what if you don't like people? What if you're an introvert and you're super shy and you don't like talking to people, you don't feel comfortable with them for whatever reason? That's not going to be a good alternative for you, right? It's going to cause you more stress, more anxiety, more trauma than what you already have. What if for you feel like you'd rather just, like post anonymously on a forum somewhere or on a Discord server, and find a community where you can anonymously put your information and not feel judged or not be worried about being judged. Because I feel like that for someone here, that's a big issue, is you're worried about how people are going to judge you. And so it's almost like you don't want to be seen. I'm seeing someone like pulling the cloak over their face more so that they can't be seen, making sure that they're fully covered so nobody can see them and identify them in any way. But we have to get comfortable in our discomfort, all right? And you get to decide how that's going to be done for you. You get to decide what baby steps you're ready to take today. The key is to just keep going. Just keep moving forward. Okay, follow that light. That light is guiding you. You can see where the waters are calmer. Follow that guidance that you're given, okay? Follow your heart, because you've got the compass card here. Yeah, and I feel like you've been isolated, because the Tower card in the Lenormand, it can be about isolation, but it's also about protection and enlightenment. So maybe you needed to be alone because you needed to hit that rock bottom and be forced to deal with what you were thinking and feeling. Maybe you like to avoid emotions, and so this kind of blew up and happened so that you didn't have a choice. Well, guess what? Now it happened. It's done. You did it. And oh my gosh, look what I just noticed. 4, 2, 2, 2. Twos have been like all over the place. So that has to be significant for somebody. Follow your heart when making your choices, okay? And don't worry about the rest of this, because like I said, when you follow your heart, which is the compass to your soul, okay? Literally, it's guiding you to what you truly, you the soul, not you the traumatized mech suit, little fleshy mech suit, as I call our bodies. You the soul, you the spiritual being, okay? What you truly want, because our brain and our trauma tends to distort that. It's to protect us because of things that happen that we haven't dealt with, but it ends up hurting us more in the long run because we haven't dealt with it. We all need to deal with our demons. This is the one thing that I can say throughout time people have not done. Avoidance is not going to fix anything. Sometimes you have to face things head on, and sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do. And for some of us, that's the most difficult when it comes to our emotions. But this had to happen, because you are shifting now. You are in a really big shift, and I feel like it's very uncomfortable. You may not even feel comfortable in your own skin right now. Like, there may be times where you might not be able to explain it, but you just feel like, something feels off. That kind of feeling. Let me know. Comment down below, because I'm feeling really weird things with this message. But it's good. It's not a bad thing. I'm sorry, don't get scared. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's growth. But it feels awkward. Think of how awkward it must feel for a snake shedding their skin, I'm sure that's got to be a little painful. Think of a scab when it's healing. If you don't put any protectant on it, it will get tight, right? And it'll get itchy because it's pulling as it's getting smaller, and that scab's coming off, but it's still kind of stuck, so it pulls, and that doesn't feel very good. Same kind of concept, but emotionally. All right. I think that's all I have, you guys. I hope this was helpful. If it resonated, leave me a comment below, hit the like button, and subscribe so that you can see more when I post my next video. All right. I hope this helps, guys. Take care.